I'll be honest, I haven't read The Boys comics. But I'll be honest again, The Boys is one of the best shows ever created. For a layman, The Boys is just one of the hyper violent parodies of the modern superhero culture. And this wouldn't be a wrong assumption on the first glance. But The Boys is so much more than what would superheroes be like in the real world. Power corrupts, it's a well known concept. And if superheroes were real, they wouldn't have been as righteous or good as shown in the Marvel and the DC movies and shows. But what makes the characters of the boys so compelling and in turn so great is the fact that they aren't just evil for the sake of it. There are layers to every single characters and these layers are explored with each passing season of The Boys. Speaking of characters with layers, Homelander is one of the greatest characters slash villains ever put to screen, and this is not an exaggeration. Homelander is basically an evil Superman, right? This statement couldn't be more wrong. While Superman is a character that symbolizes truth, justice, and the American way, Homelander is a result of an individual being morphed into whatever is required of him, regardless of his will. Homelander is the result of childhood trauma, isolation, manipulation, loneliness, and insecurities. Homelander is not the case of an individual getting corrupted by power, but a deeply troubled and flawed individual gifted with extraordinary abilities. The Boys Diabolical gives us a look into Homelander's early life and origin story. It clearly shows that Homelander actually starts off as a good guy, but his traumatic experiences of the past lead him down the path he ends up on. Homelander, even though the strongest man on earth, is still insecure to the point that anyone saying,
You are simply bad product.
or
You're a fucking disappointment.
can lead him into a downward spiral. An individual who shouldn't be afraid of anyone or shouldn't have anything to worry about is actually afraid of being hated. Even though he tells Starlight that he isn't afraid of being afraid of, honestly, I think he very much is. Otherwise, he would have broken bad a long time ago. This adds another layer of comparing storytelling and character building to Homelander. Season 3 of The Boys really does break Homelander mentally, emotionally, and physically. For the first time in his life, not only is he ridiculed by Stan Edgar and Soldier Boy, but also gets his ass handed to him by Billy Butcher. Homelander's desperation for being loved and him constantly struggling with that is losing Stormfront, getting betrayed by Noir, getting ridiculed by his father, just pushes him over the edge. But season 3 ends on a very intense note. Homelander isn't afraid of embracing his true nature anymore as he sees that people are actually quite accepting of him. This leaves Homelander on a very compelling point, which only excites the audience for season 4 of The Boys. But the excellent writing and the character building is not solely to be appreciated. What brings Homelander to life is Anthony Starr's chilling performance. Starr, only with his facial expressions, conveys Homelander's every single emotion. His stare of violent disgust, his maniacal laughter, his menacing presence in any room he is in, and his total breakdown just complements the compelling writing. Get this man an Emmy already. When you see Homelander on screen, you sense his menace. No matter how much you tell yourself that this is just a show and he's just an actor pretending to be an evil demigod, when you look on screen, you are scared of Homelander. Your heart races when you think about what he might do next, and this gives you a viewing experience like never before. And all this thanks to the incredibly nuanced performance by one Anthony Starr.
Why didn't you tell me? Human. No. Party with. Dirty, shriveled, anemic little part of you that still mewls for approval and love and a mommy and a daddy and a boo-boo-boo.